Music was always a part of my life growing up, and I sang in my synagogue's junior choir, and some of my best friends today are still my youth group friends. So I was very connected to my Jewish community growing up and in youth group. And I realized pretty much during college, maybe towards the end of college, that there was a career that involved music and teaching and working with children and adults and study and prayer. And there was one job where I could do all of those things, and it's the cantorate. I'd play the guitar, and I sing folksy stuff. I can sing really high in an operatic style. I love Israeli folk music, Israeli rock music, Yiddish music, and jazz and blues. And I even really admire the gospel music movement, and I think that we could learn a lot from the energy of the church. We touch on all those pieces to create a prayer experience that can speak to the 21st century Jew. We are a double clergy family, so we're a very rare breed. My husband's a rabbi. He's also got a doctorate in Jewish studies. So right now he's the rabbi at Hillel at the U. And we have 2 boys, and our boys were actually born in New York, and my kids are going to be in 9th grade and 6th grade. So you'll see them around shul for sure. I love Adath. I loved it from the minute I came. And it's not just the warmth of the people here and the commitment to true community building. I'll tell you a quick story from my interview weekend where I got to sit with the U.S. Wires, and they interviewed me. And after they were done asking me questions, I asked them, what makes you proud to be here at Adath, and what is special about your U.S. Wire? Question something like that. And one of the teens told me a story about being in high school, and he goes to Hopkins right across the street, and he says, when I'm really stressed out and I'm taking a test and I'm really stressed out at school, I look across the street and I see Adath, and I think about how at home I feel there and how wonderful my friends are and how I feel so connected to my synagogue community, and it makes me not feel so stressed out anymore. And that was probably one of the most moving things I heard from anyone here, and it said a lot. It told me all I needed to know about this place. The rabbis are incredible. I have so much fun working with them, and there's a real respect among the 3 of us, and we're a true team. And that's what I was looking for, and I know that's what they were looking for, so it's been really a delight to be here. The Dulkins and the Weiningers have been friends for a long time, since 2003, when Rabbi Weininger was in high school. And the story continued from my first job when I became a cantor at the synagogue in New Rochelle, where he grew up, to when we moved to St. Louis and Rabbi Weininger was at Wash U. People expressed to me that they were looking for a really meaningful prayer experience. People were looking to connect deeply with not only me, the cantor, but with the music that I bring and the way that the attitude that I bring to prayer. They were looking for someone who could really connect with the children of the community, from the very littlest to the teens. And so I'm passionate about making prayer meaningful and bringing the prayer experience to each person in its own unique way. I think that we as a community can only get stronger, and one of the ways we do that is to, first of all, express how much we're grateful for one another every day. And so I'm trying to get to know everybody. I know it's a hard job trying to get to know everybody, but I really think that relationships are essential to starting to strengthen and coalesce a community. One of the ways I view my job as a cantor is as a musical curator. So imagine each service is like an art exhibit, and I have a lot of different art in my basement or in my warehouse, but I can't put it all out at once. So depending on what kind of exhibit, right, I'm going to pull out the pieces that work together and work in the context of the larger exhibit. And let me just say that this metaphor only goes so far, because of course services are not a show. Services are designed to be an offering of the heart. And so what comes from the heart enters the heart. And so I choose the music that we're going to sing and the prayers, the renderings of the prayers based on my understanding of what our community might need. what people will connect with, and a mixture of the old and the new. And that's why I really value being part of the conservative movement, because there's a real deep connection to tradition and a reason why routine is really important to us. It's called the keva, the fixed prayer, very important. And yet, if we just move through the prayers don't move through us. And so that's when the element of kavanah, of intention, comes in. And so I believe that music is one avenue into the prayer experience, and that can bring that extra kavanah, that extra intention, to the prayer experience. I'm just looking forward to for the year to begin, and for us all to be together through the high holidays and through all of the celebration that happens in the fall. I feel like we've all been preparing so intensely, and it's always an incredible feeling when it all comes together. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to making music with people, to get to know the musicians in the community, and maybe come up with some really fun musical experience for the community to enjoy. And most of all, I'm just looking forward to getting to know more and more people here.